Hey guys, what is going on? Steven back again. So I'm back with another theory video. Today I'm going to be covering two theories today. Now both of these theories come from Uproxx, so I will leave a link in the description box below. Now the first theory I'm going to be covering is Samwell Tarly ends up writing it all. Now the article goes on to say, an interesting meta-theory that has grown in popularity suggests that everything we're witnessing in Westeros has already happened. And we're just getting a history of the events as written by Maester Samwell Tarly. This theory got a big boost when Sam arrived at the Citadel in Oldtown and we saw an astrolabe hanging from the Great Library almost identical to the one we see in the opening credits of the show. The showrunners seem to have thrown a sly wink towards the theory in the latest season as well. When Maester Ebrose tells Sam he's writing a chronicle of the wars following the death of King Robert, Sam suggests he name it something a bit more poetic. A Song of Ice and Fire, perhaps. So, interesting theory. I'm not really sure what to really think about this one. I mean, it does feel very Lord of the Rings type of an ending. Because, I mean, if you remember what how Lord of the Rings ended, it basically ended, kind of like this here.
Some hurts that go too deep, that have taken hold.
Mr. Frodo? What is it?
It's been 4 years to the day since Weathertop Sam. It's never really healed.
There and Back Again. A Hobbit's Tale by Bilbo Baggins. And The Lord of the Rings by Frodo Baggins.
See, I mean, it does have a very Lord of the Rings feel. Now, granted, yes, Game of Thrones is inspired by Lord of the Rings, and I'm sure, it would not end the same way. I'm sure they would definitely throw their own spin on it. But, I mean, it does feel very Lord of the Rings type of an ending. Now, I don't know, maybe if it was to go this way, I don't know, maybe he's reading the book to Little Sam, or maybe he's reading it to someone else, which kind of leads me into my next theory. The next theory is the prince that was promised is revealed. Now, I think this theory will definitely come true. As for this specific theory that Uproxx is posting, I don't know if it will go this way, but I do think that the prince that was promised will be revealed in season 8. Now, this is what Uproxx is saying. The prince that is promised the prince that was promised is revealed. It goes on to say, this is an important one. Since season 1, we've been hearing all about Azor Ahai, the prince that was promised. According to legend, Azor Ahai was R'hllor's chosen warrior in the battle against the darkness, and whoever ends up being the second or third, who knows, coming of Ahai will undoubtedly be the key to driving back the Night King and the army of White Walkers. But who is the prince that was promised? No one has any idea. But that doesn't mean there aren't a lot of theories. Melisandre thought it was Stannis. There we go. Melisandre thought it was Stannis, until she decided it was probably Jon Snow. But wait, according to Missandei, hope I'm saying these names right, I'm butchering them, the prince that was promised could easily mean princess, which opens the door to Daenerys to be the prince or the princess that was promised. As if that was enough options, the prince that was promised may end up being the child of Jon and Dany, which would make a lot of sense considering the book series is called The Song of Ice and Fire. That would be, let's see, that would be bad news for all the current characters we know and love, since it would probably take a Jon/Dany child 16 plus years before they're ready to fulfill their destiny. But given Martin's love for grim endings, why wouldn't he finish the story with Westeros under a thick sheet of ice with just the glimmer of hope that the hero of the prophecy will eventually set things right? So, very interesting theory right here. I mean, that would kind of be a... I don't know. He did say, he wants it to be a bittersweet ending. I mean, that does sound... To me, it sounds a little grim, I mean, by the way it sounds, I don't know how they would do that, because, I mean, if, like it says, it probably would take, Jon and Dany's child 16 plus years, so they can grow up and, learn to fight and get training and stuff like that. It does seem grim. That would basically mean that, I don't know how they'd work that one out. I mean, when you finish the story with Westeros under a thick sheet of ice, that would basically mean that the Night King basically wins, and whoever is with, Jon and Dany's child, that means they'd be in hiding someplace. But I don't know, would they sail across the sea, and then once their child is old enough, they sail back and retake Westeros with an army or something? I don't know. That's very, very interesting, because, I mean, that will basically mean that the Night King basically wins. He takes over Westeros, or whatever his objective is. I mean, we don't really know what his objective is. Yes, there are plenty of theories on that as well. But, I mean, he basically takes over Westeros and rules it. And then whoever, flees, from Westeros... I don't know. I just don't know how this one would really work out, I don't know, but it's interesting. I mean, I guess that would be bittersweet, I guess. Yes, Westeros has been overtaken. That is bitter. But it is sweet that Jon and Dany's child is the prince or princess that was promised. And, I don't know, will be setting things right eventually. I don't know. Just seems kind of funky. But I'm not really sure what to think about this one. But I do think that the prince that is promised, or princess that was promised, will be revealed in season 8. I don't know. A part of me wants it to be Jaime. I think that'd be pretty cool if it was Jaime. I mean, everybody thinks, it's definitely Jon Snow. I think Jon Snow is the #1 key contender to be, Azor Ahai, the prince that was promised. And then I think Dany is probably #2. But I think the Jaime one would be interesting. I mean, he has gone from such a drastic change from season 1 all the way up to season 8 or season 7, whichever. He has shed, the entire Kingslayer persona. He's trying to redeem himself. And, like back in, what was it, season 1 or season 2, when Joffrey's looking through the books of all the Kingsguard leaders and stuff like that, and he's like, Jaime, your page is empty and stuff like that. Jaime says, well, there's still plenty of time. I don't know, I think that'd be an awesome way for Jaime to get into the book of, the Kingsguard, whatever it's called, I don't remember. Jaime Lannister, hero of Westeros. I don't know, I just think that'd be kind of cool. He has been completely shedding Kingslayer persona. Nobody really calls him Kingslayer anymore, so I don't know. That's just kind of my take on it. Now, what also would be interesting, maybe tying in with Samwell Tarly writing and all, I think that'd be kind of cool if the ending, everything already happened. Let's just say, for fun, Jon is dead. He died fighting the Night King. And there is the theory that there could be a Night Queen, which Daenerys could take the place of the Night King and become the Night Queen. I think that would be kind of cool or interesting if, all that happens, the Night King's been defeated, everything is, getting back to the way it was, depending on how much time has passed. Sam has written, the story, and he's reading it to Jon and Dany's child, son or daughter, whatever. And, he's saying, well, this is what happened to your father. He died. He was a hero. He fought the Night King. And, I don't know, however, they killed each other. And then, of course, your mother sacrificed herself to become the Night Queen, to control the army of the dead so that way they don't, attack. But, that does also kind of sound a little bit World of Warcrafty. There must always be a Lich King type of thing, but I don't know. It's just fun to do theories like this, but, yeah, I don't know. I don't want to ramble on too long. But, yeah, let me know what you guys think. Do you like any of these theories? Do you think any of these theories will come true? Do you think Samwell Tarly, the events already happened and Samwell is telling the story? Or, do you think the prince that was promised will be Jon and Dany's child? Or do you think it's something else? Let me know in the comment section below. But anyways, hope you guys liked this video. If you did, hit that thumbs up button. That'd be awesome. Remember, feel free to subscribe. And of course, follow me on social media. Links are in the description box below. And yeah, stick around. More videos are on the way. And I will see you guys next time.